Welcome to episode 1, where today we're going to look at the training principles that I think are going to be important for you to put your own program together over the next 14 weeks. And the first of those principles is consistency. Physiology, fitness and performance all reward consistency, and I don't mean that you have to do exactly the same thing every day, every week. But what I mean is that a mistake that many athletes make is that they chop and change what they're doing too much. You'll pick up a magazine, you'll read a new idea and you'll introduce it to your training, and you'll never be able to build the foundation that's required to get fit enough to meet your goals. So try not to change direction too often. If you reach an intersection, keep going the way you thought you needed to go. The principle is that you must work the plan, and the plan will work. The second principle is specificity. Maybe the most common mistake that athletes make is they try to do too many things at the same time. And the only thing that you can know to be true is that if you try to kill two birds with one stone, the only thing that will end up being dead is you. Now, a lot of runners will go out, for example, and they'll do a long run, and then at the end of the long run, they'll think that they're feeling good, so they're going to push a little bit harder and do a little bit of speed work. That means that they've tried to do two things in one day, and the result is that overtraining, illness, and injury will happen. So you must know exactly what it is you're doing and why you're doing it, and then try to be focused so that you get the most out of every single individual session. Be specific, and the physiology will reward you. So the third principle is that you can't manage what you don't measure. Now perhaps it's my scientific bias showing through, but I honestly believe that if you want to learn about your body and make the most of your training, you have to measure things. You have to be able to ask yourself questions like, how hard was that session today? How hard was that session supposed to be? What were the weather conditions like? Did I sleep well the day before? Have I been eating well? Have I been drinking well? And what are my general stress levels like? All these factors together are going to affect your training and racing performance, and it's the process by which you ask yourself how you're doing in training that's going to teach you how your body works. And it's only when you learn to listen to your body through measurement that you begin to make the most of your training. So the fourth and final principle that I'll talk about for this short insert is what's called progressive overload. And what that means is that if you want to get faster or fitter or stronger, you have to constantly challenge your body by training at a slightly higher level than you were. Now that's risky, obviously, because it means that you're demanding of your body more than you're accustomed to, and so you can very easily get injured. And that's why it's so important that you know your body, you know your limitations, and you allow yourself to recover from one session to the next. So let's say, for example, that at the moment you're running 10 kilometers, your goal is 21. You need to very gradually, over the course of the next 14 weeks, learn to run 11, then 12, then 13 kilometers. But you can't do it in a straight line. And that's why you alternate hard days and easy days, so that your overload is always followed by recovery. And if you do that, and if you listen to your body through measurement, then I guarantee that by the time you get to race day, 21 Ks will seem like a walk in the park. So that's it for episode 1. As I said, there's going to be a comment section underneath this video, and I'm also going to create a discussion board post where I'd like for you to share your comments, your questions, and your experiences on these training principles. This has been a very short summary of some of the important things, so I'm sure there will be questions. This is your chance to do it. As I also said, if you enjoyed this clip and you think that others will gain value from it, please click share and let's grow the Facebook community for Two Oceans. We'll chat again soon.